Irashaimase!
We are
Cafe Etoile.
I'm Peachie.
I'm Strawberry.
I'm Six.
I'm Cyrus.
For today's menu, we have an interview with Peachie. Before we get into the questions, let's get to know her a little bit.
Yeah, how about we get into your favorite shows?
Alrighty, well, favorite show of all time, Gurren Lagann. I talk about it all the freaking time. It is literally my favorite thing on the planet. I also really like Winx Club, and I have a few acronyms here because they didn't fit. So CCS is Cardcaptor Sakura, TMM is Tokyo Mew Mew, and TOH is a collective favorite. The Owl House.
Yeah.
And then I also like Miraculous Ladybug, and I also have a Critical Role.
Are you sure you like Miraculous Ladybug?
Should
we get into that?
I enjoy the concept of Miraculous Ladybug. No, I like it. I do
Sometimes.
like it. It's just also like very infuriating at the same time.
That's fair.
And I feel like I'm getting stabbed in the chest every time I watch a new episode. But I like it. But yeah, Critical, and then also Monster High. I haven't watched Monster High very recently, but it was definitely like a childhood favorite, and it I'm pretty sure it changed my brain chemistry as soon as I saw it.
Tell us about your favorite movies.
My favorite movies. So, I don't know. I don't know if this one requires explanation or not. I just love the concept of Alice in Wonderland. I don't even know why. I could not completely tell you why I like this specific piece of media so much. And I don't even like the original that much. It's fine, but my favorite Alice in Wonderland movies are the live action ones. Those I could literally watch them 5,000 times over.
They're so whimsical and fun to watch.
They are. They're just so good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Studio Ghibli. My favorite is Howl's Moving Castle. But I also like Hiki's Delivery Service, Princess Mononoke. Also Winx Club is here again because I am. This is another one that changed my brain chemistry. I think both Winx Club movies are cinematic masterpieces. And I could also watch them 1,000 times over. I don't think a month goes by where I'm not craving to rewatch at least one of the Winx Club movies. I could probably recite them word for word. I don't know why I like them so much. Oh, I also really like Belle, but not the original Disney one. I like the anime one. The lady with the pink hair. I like her and her songs. She's so great. It's just such a nice movie. It was such a nice feel-good movie. And I also like Promare. I love Studio Trigger. If I talk too much about it, I will go on a tangent, so I have to end it there. I love Studio Trigger. I love Promare. That's just gonna have to be that, or else we're gonna be sitting here for a while.
Let's get into the music category.
Okay, so if anybody read ahead, they might have noticed that this section is a little bit different than the others. So, my all-time favorite band is Paramore. The day that I die happily will be the day that I finally go to a Paramore concert. I love freaking Brand New Eyes, Riot. Those are my favorite albums. Yeah, Paramore is so freaking good. I also really like BTS. I'm a little bit of a K-pop stan, just a little bit. You know, I had to say it. I had to put it out there. I do like BTS and I do like K-pop. I'm speaking my truth. If there are any BTS stans out there, welcome. We are 90% BTS stans. So, your place is here, I would say. I also really like Pierce the Veil. Oh, Collide with the Sky. Yeah. I listen to Collide with the Sky all the time, and also like some other ones. I really like Pierce DeVille. I listen to them way too much, probably. And I also really like Spirit Box. I only have listened to like a few songs from them, but the few songs that I have listened to, I literally love with all my heart and soul, like Constance,
I like
Circle
that
with
one.
You. I also really like Sun Killer. Sun Killer is such a good one. I essentially like a lot of songs from their Eternal Blue album. I haven't really listened to much else, but I do really like them a lot. And I also like Evanescence, which I feel like is the most insane option out of all of these. If I'm being completely honest, like I unironically listen to Wake Me Up still,
Wake me up.
like unironically.
They've got some good
Um,
stuff.
They do, and I still listen to it. Like I've been listening to like most of these bands since like middle school, and I have not stopped.
Gee, I wonder why.
Stop!
Mm.
No specific reason. Anyways, I also like Flyleaf. Flyleaf is really good. I've been listening to Again on repeat recently. I really like Again. I also really like I'm So Sick. And the last one I have is Lily Pichu, who is completely like the most like opposite person to all of these people.
Really is a
Maybe-
crazy lineup, actually.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just dawning on me.
Like if you
It's
listen
called
to like
range.
it is called range. Thank you. Thank you. I have a little bit of range, okay? I don't know what it is about Lily Peach's music. Like I feel like she like has like looked into my soul and then like made music about it.
Wow.
Like I somehow like relate to her songs so heavily and like actually genuinely have shed tears to her music, which has never happened before.
Whoa.
So, Peachy, are you gonna tell us about your favorite games?
No.
Why yes, Mr. Cyrus, I will tell you about my favorite games. Number 1, D&D. Number 2, Roblox.
Uh-huh.
Why did you say that?
The range again with the range. I feel like I have a lot of range here. I like D&D a lot. You know, I mentioned Critical Role earlier. Critical Role is literally the reason why I got into D&D, and then I grabbed a bunch of my friends and dragged them into it too. And yes, this isn't a lie. I do unironically like Roblox. I think it's really fun.
Okay, me too.
And I have grinded Royal High specifically for like a month straight before.
Oh, dude. We had like all the grinding strategies
God.
and
We
shit.
literally collectively
Yeah.
had a Royal High phase where we would all play Royal High like daily.
I miss those days.
I miss them too.
Bruh, I look so
We are
cute.
absolutely making a Royal High video, like absolutely.
Oh,
Real high
absolutely.
series?
It's,
We
it's
have to.
Royal High series,
Serious?
maybe perhaps, maybe.
Ayo.
But yeah, I unironically like Roblox. I think it's so fun, and I also think it's just like so like people are like genuinely making like pretty good games on there, and like the
Yeah.
fact that
Mhm.
they're all just free is so great because I have no money and no consoles, and my computer sucks, but it can run Roblox.
Uh-huh.
So it's like the perfect everything in one for me, which I think contributes to why I like it so much. And I can also be a little guy. Look at this. Look at my avatar.
Put it
It's
on
gonna-
screen.
It's gonna be on the screen. Look at my avatar. Look at my little guy and tell me
me.
you would not
Wow.
want to
Oh
run
my
around
god.
as him. He's just so
cute.
perfect. I also like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing New Leaf specifically. I have not played any of the other Animal Crossing games.
New Leaf?
New Horizons.
Oh,
You liar.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Apology video. I did not mean to mess up with New Horizons. Please forgive me. I meant New Horizons. Among Us.
Among Us. Vine Boom.
Very important.
This one is maybe to some people's dismay also unironic. I actually do like Among Us.
So much fun.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
I do think it's really fun. Even though like recently when we've played, I've like panicked when I'm the imposter, even though like before I would not panic. So I don't know what's changed.
Oh.
So somehow the stakes are higher. And Minecraft. Minecraft is very fun. I feel like this whole list is like a list of games that like people who don't really play games would have.
Cringe.
But yeah, I also have Kingdom Hearts on here. And not because I've played it anytime soon or because I've played it consistently, but because I had a very specific Kingdom Hearts phase as a kid, and I still really like Kingdom Hearts content. And this is another one that shaped my brain chemistry a little bit. So it's in here because it is a classic and I still love it, no matter how convoluted and confusing and nonsensical it is.
So, how about your favorite food and drink?
Okay, honestly, this was my favorite section.
Oh.
So yeah, Earl Grey, my all-time favorite tea. I freaking love Earl Grey. I love me a good London fog, you know, with the foam milk, the vanilla, all the works. Or just like regular Earl Grey with some milk and sugar. Either one works. I love them both. I also just like black tea in general. That's definitely my favorite type of tea. I'm not really into like herbal or like floral or like, I mean, I like matcha, but like not really any other type of like green tea or like fruit teas. Like I'm like pretty strictly like a black tea kind of person. I just like different flavors of black tea. I also really like boba, which is like not like super specific, but like I like multiple flavors. And I just like boba in general, like the boba pearls. Like I think
Yeah.
they are a very satisfying texture.
So good.
Boba is really good. I like all different flavors. I especially like taro. Oh my god, taro boba tea is so good.
I've never had
Mm.
taro
So-
before.
When you
oh my
get the
god.
good taro, ugh.
Yeah, it has to be the good one because sometimes they're bad and they
Oh.
hurt my stomach. I also freaking absolutely love kimchi fried rice. Ooh, also butter chicken. Oh my god. I love butter chicken so much. I don't think a month goes by where I don't think about butter chicken at least once. Like butter chicken and like garlic naan.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god. Oh
Shut
my
up.
god, it is so good. I also have curry katsu on here, katsu curry, because I had tried it for the first time in like April when I went to a cherry blossom festival, and like this like little like half Japanese grocery store, half Japanese restaurant place was serving it, and it was freaking mind blowing how good it was. Like I don't know if all katsu curry tastes like that because I've only ever had it once at that place, but like it's on here specifically because of that one. It was so freaking good. And I also think about it a lot.
Mm.
And then I also have blueberry pie because sheesh, my dad makes the best blueberry pie you've ever had in your life. Also
Ooh.
just the best desserts because you know, not to brag or anything, but he used to own a bakery. So, and then I also like cheesecake. I freaking love cheesecake so much.
What are the best types of cake?
I am always in the
Mhm.
mood for cheesecake. I am a little bit particular about it though. Like I don't really like most store-bought cheesecakes. It like definitely has to be homemade or Cheesecake
Ooh.
Factory. Cheesecake Factory makes a really good red velvet cheesecake.
Ooh,
It
that sounds
is
good.
amazing.
So, for our first question, what are some of your biggest art inspirations?
First of all, my friends.
Aww.
Oh.
I am actually genuinely inspired by a lot of your guys' art. It's really freaking good, and I love it a lot. So, first one is my friends because that's also a given, you know.
Oh,
So sweet.
Ida Ito, the author and artist of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Their art is just so freaking good. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a more like unique and like beautiful and inspirational art style. Like, I don't know, I just love every
Wow.
single thing that they draw. Like, reading the manga is so fun just to like sit and look at the panels.
Mhm.
And I love how like unique and like distinct their style is. And also when they like color stuff, oh my gosh, I love their colored pieces too. Like the colors that they use and like the way that they color is just it's also good. It's so satisfying. I love it. I also really like Clamp, but like specifically Cardcaptor Sakura. Like Cardcaptor Sakura
Oh.
Clamp style because there are like a few other shows and stuff
Yeah.
under Clamp that have like a little bit different art styles. Like I think like Code Geass is under Clamp. Not that. Cardcaptor Sakura. It's so good. I'm just honestly like always so blown away when I see Cardcaptor Sakura art. Like it is just actually like so gorgeous. It's like mind blowing to me. It's amazing. And then to get into like a little bit like less, I guess like lesser known indie artists, I really like Bland Boy. I really like Xeno Honey. I absolutely love their character design. Like they've been making a lot of adopts recently, and like every time I see their adopts, I like love every single design. Like it's amazing. And I'm also like a big sucker for character design, so it's so pleasing to my brain to see
Yeah.
other people's character designs because I'm very specifically super inspired by character design because I like it so much. I also really like I don't know how to pronounce this one. I'm so sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but I think it's Evo Toro. They have a very distinct, very beautiful art style where like when you look closely at their art, first of all, they use very like saturated but also like very cool colors. Like they do a really cool thing where they like mix colors that people usually wouldn't put together, like very cool blue and like harsh red.
I love when artists do that.
It is so freaking cool, first of all. And then on top of that, the way that they render is like amazing. Like you can like see every single stroke that they make because of the way that they render. Like you just have to see a picture. It's just like I could just look at their art for like hours. Like I love artists with like such like little cute and like cool artistic details like that. So they are definitely one of my favorites, like to just like sit and look at every single thing that they've made. Another artist like that actually too is Turui. I don't even think I have the words to describe how freaking amazing their art is. And another one that I like to sit and just look at forever, probably even longer than the last artist because of how many like little things that they also do, like in like their line art they'll add little like specks of like certain colors like green, and like the way that they like highlight and like add like color effects and like the details are insane, actually insane. Like you could probably like study their artwork and make like a 5-paragraph essay about every little detail that they have in their works. It is incredible.
I was just gonna say that when artists like do that and it feels so random but it works so perfectly, it drives me insane because I'm like, how did you do that? Why
I
did you know to
know.
put that there?
Yeah.
You know
know.
color theory.
Dude, that is like their understanding of color theory. It literally like drives me insane. Oh, also, I really like this one pixel artist named Ichigogo. Their pixel art is also like super detailed, but also like super cute. The best way I can describe it is like the like really good, cute Girls Go game that you found like deep in the depths of the website.
Stop.
like their art looks like an older like cute game that you would find on like a girls games like niche website, but like one of the good ones that you always come back to because it's so cute and it's so good. It's so freaking cute. Her art is actually so amazing.
That is the cutest compliment ever.
I also really like Jisa.png. She's one of my mutuals actually. Shout out to you, girly. I literally love your art so much. I don't think she would be watching this. But yeah, her art is really good. I really like her use of colors. A lot of the colors that she uses are like pinks and purples, and everything that she makes is very like soft, glowy, and like magical. And she has a very like vintage anime style, like 90s magical girl anime style, kind of.
Uh-huh.
And so my last three people are actually like fashion accounts.
Oh.
Because
Ooh.
they are also my art inspirations. Because I take a large amount of my inspiration from fashion as well.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this account is also like kind of best of both worlds. Soki Illist, she is a Korean artist and also a Lolita. I love her fashion, very inspirational, and also her art. She has like a whole stationery business where she makes just like the absolute cutest sticker sheets known to man. I literally want to make sticker sheets so badly because of how cute hers are. Because I was like, oh my god, you can make stickers this cute? I want to do that. And another fashion person who I don't think is an artist, they're definitely, I only know them for their fashion, is their name is Bunny Rung. And she is like full on like fairy K,
Love it.
Ooh.
which is so pretty. And I am definitely like very much into fairy K, but like the specific way that she does it, like it's kind of like her own style of fairy K. And honestly, I love it like so much more. Like I love her. I just absolutely love her like personal fairy case style, like the pieces that she put together and like the outfits. It's so great. It's very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. And she wears so much pink, which
Ooh.
speaks to my soul.
Mhm.
And then the last fashion person that I have is a user called Spider in My Bath, which is a very fun
Oh.
username.
Mm.
But contrary to their name, they actually have a very cute, super Japanese decora style. And they do like really cute edits of themselves as well. Honestly, their like editing skills along with their fashion are both intertwined with like the inspiration because I also really like the way that they edit their photos too. It's really cool.
Mhm.
What is something you'd like to improve on?
I'm sure this is an answer that we all kind of have. I'm pretty sure Cyrus already said this actually. Composition, backgrounds, perspective.
Yeah.
The big three. I mean, I feel like I'm at least with composition, I'm getting a little bit better. But like backgrounds and perspective, oh boy, we got a long way to go.
Those are both hard.
They are very hard, and I want to lay down and start sobbing on the floor when I think about trying to practice them. So I'm just stuck in an internal loop. But also, I really want to work on my rendering because I think rendering is really fun and really just like nice looking. Like I really like the way that like rendering looks. Like my
I
brain
think
has
I'm just
been
too impatient.
yeah, also that
It,
like rendering is such like a roundabout longer process.
it does take a lot of
It's
time and patience.
ooh, yeah.
Why do you think there's so much time in between half of the art pieces that I make?
I don't know why you love to suffer in this way.
It's so much fun.
Oh, also like I said before, I really want to work on decoration, like how Jisa.png does, like that kind of like just like adding little cute things onto stuff because I feel like it adds a lot to a piece, especially when like you're not really a person that does backgrounds, aka me.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I'm always kind of looking for like things to like add on top or like behind the piece that is not exactly a background but still makes it like visually cute and interesting. So I really want to work on
Mhm.
like coming up with like cute little decorations to put on it, like little bows and stuff like that. And then the last thing I think I definitely need to improve on is feet.
She can't look at references because she hates them so much.
also shoes.
What are your goals for this channel and our YouTube group as a whole?
I think they're kind of pretty in line with what we all kind of have going on, what we all kind of want. But I essentially just want kind of like to garner like a community of people who enjoy the same things as us, and like I want to do this because it's I think it would be really fun, and also because on top of that I would like to make the content that I would like to see. I hope we can be that kind of group for people, you know, like a comfy place where people can see themselves, because like we are a pretty big mix of like a bunch of different things, you know. So that's my goals, you know, and also to have fun, of course, of course.
Yeah. So, what are your favorite types of videos to watch on YouTube? And or who are your favorite YouTubers?
So the types of videos I like to watch, honestly, the only thing is that like I don't like to watch like super long form content, like really really long, like hours long videos. Besides that, I kind of watch like any length of YouTube video. In terms of types, I really like gaming content. I love watching people play games, specifically because, like I said before, like I don't have a console, I don't have a very good computer, I don't have money, so I'm kind of out of luck if I want to play games on my own, anyways. And I also quite like vlogs. I like fashion content. Surprisingly enough, I don't really watch art videos that much. Like I'm not subscribed to a lot of artists actually, which I'm actually trying to fix. I'm trying to find more artists to find to watch. But speaking of, my favorite YouTubers are, I mean, I'm not sure how much of a shock this will be to people, but my favorite YouTuber is Penguin Z0 or Charlie. I think he's like one of the funniest YouTubers that I have encountered. That goofy little man has me doubling over laughing on a consistent basis. I think he's so funny. And he also plays a lot of games. Like he plays like almost every game that is released. So he definitely hits that spot in my brain that requires gaming content consistently. Yeah, he's my favorite YouTuber. I also really like Pixie Lux. I like Markiplier, Julian Solomita, and then in terms of like artists, I really like Jaden Animations, and she's in here again, Lily Pichu. And then I also like I said, I like vlogs, but like specifically, I really like Japan vlogs. I watch of like a lot of like Japan vloggers, but not necessarily like Japanese vloggers. Like I don't think any of the people that I watch are native Japanese people. They're all people who like come from different places who live in Japan.
Mhm.
And so some of my favorites are Sunday Love and Mikan Mandarin.
What would you describe your artistic style as?
The way it's been described in the way that I feel like is pretty accurate is I would say it's like high fantasy sort of, but like also at the same time like 90s magical girl anime, but also still kind of modern. Like a
Hmm.
little bit of a modern
Wow.
flair to it.
What was the hardest slash worst experience you had working on a piece?
Okay, so I had kind of a really hard time answering this question because I am I don't know how to describe it. Like a lot of things like don't really bother me, and if they do, I get over them very quickly. So if I had like a recent hard experience, I have completely forgot about it. Because I do not care that long enough to like remember. But I mean, I've had like your fair share of like I forgot to save and my stuff goes poof. But like one thing I do have though, if it counts, is a really hard experience or just like frustrating experience that I had on a piece that I like didn't even get to do. It
Oh.
was just like the process of like me thinking that I was gonna do the piece and then never getting to do it. That was very frustrating. Because like I got a commission or like somebody said that they were going to commission me. And then I was like, okay, cool, send me all your stuff, send me your references, let me know what you want. And then they're like, okay, sure, like I'll let you know. And then like they left me unread for multiple months.
Oh
No.
no.
Oh.
And then they came back and they're like, hey, this time we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And I was like, okay, sure, yes. Send me all your stuff whenever you're ready. I'm here, I'm waiting, I'm ready. Give me your commission. I'm prepared. And then they left me on red again.
No.
No.
Way.
And it was like another month. And then they came back again and they were like,
No
all right,
way.
I got some money. I'm ready this time. And I was like, absolutely. I am so ready for this. Even though I'm like crying on the inside. I'm like, absolutely so ready. Hand it over. I am prepared. And I never heard from them again.
No.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Was there ever a piece of media that heavily shifted your understanding of art?
Yes, but not a singular piece of media. For the multiple-th time that these medias are being mentioned, Winx Club and D&D. For Winx Club, I just really liked how like bright and sparkly and like magical everything was, and it was so like apparent. Like they weren't ashamed of being like girly girls, I guess.
Mhm.
You know, like everything was very much sunshine and rainbows, but like they made it cool, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they're also very fashionable. And they're also really cool and like good at fighting and stuff, you know? So kind of like a lot of the designs and like the characters and all that stuff, just like kind of like a Winx Club as a whole, very much made me realize like, oh, I can like make stuff like that. Maybe that's a very obvious conclusion to come to, but like I don't know, I feel like at least for me personally, a lot of like my artistic growth has come from me like breaking down mental barriers of what I think I am and am not allowed to do.
Mhm.
And then D&D, um honestly, I feel like D&D has been like a huge contributor to me improving my own like way that I character design, like I guess like my character design style. Because like I've been making D&D OCs forever. Like I've made more D&D character designs than I have places to put them in.
Yeah.
Like there's a significantly larger amount of characters than campaigns that they will ever be in.
Yeah.
Just because I love kind of like having a guide for making a character design and just kind of like completely rolling with it with any kind of like artistic inspiration that I get for it.
Was there a specific moment where you felt a big turning point in your art?
Yes, actually. I've had this I had this realization since it happened, but December 2020, right on Christmas.
Oh.
Well, not right
Specific
on
date?
Christmas because I drew it before Christmas. Like I was making a Christmas piece, like just like a little drawing with like a person, and it said Merry Christmas on it. Throughout that whole year, I had been like feeling so stagnant with my art style. And I was like, you know what, for this piece, I'm just gonna like do something a little different and see how it turns out. Literally, the only thing that I did was make my pen size like significantly smaller than what I would usually make it. And that was kind of it. Like I just like drew with a little bit thinner of a pen, and suddenly I felt like I could do so many more things and my art was better.
Is there a style of art that you'd like to try out someday, Peachy?
Yes, Strawberry, there is actually. um Two people that were previously mentioned. The artist of the Toilet Bound Hanako comics, I would absolutely kill to be in their shoes once. Like, I think my life would be complete if I could draw like that. I would have no complaints ever. Everything would be fine and perfect. And also, the other artists with like the super cool details and stuff before that I mentioned, Tudui. I would just love to know what like it's like to just like be in their brain. But I would absolutely love to be a master at making those Korean birthday cakes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Like, you know, those like super cute, super decorated cakes that like only come out of like Korean bake shops. I wish that were me. The shape of my soul is not whatever it is the shape of a Korean birthday cake.
if you could do official art for a game, what kind of game would you want to draw for?
So, this may come as a surprise to everybody, but Wings Club.
No way.
Wings Club has already had a game for the Nintendo DS. It is kind of botched. But if they ever decided to make like a fully fledged video game that's like actually good, sign me up. Let me draw the art, please and thank you. I don't, and also this is just a little bit of like a like bonus. If Platinum Games was ever open to like an anime version of Bayonetta,
Ooh.
I would be
Ooh.
so down. I love Bayonetta. Like in my games list, I only put down games that I've played before, but I really like Bayonetta.
What is your favorite anime or animated show?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's buckle up.
As previously mentioned, I'm a little bit of a fan of Studio Trigger as a whole, and my absolute all-time favorite anime is, without a doubt, Gurren Lagann. I am obsessed with it, for lack of a better term. Actually, it's probably the best term. I am obsessed with it. I think the animation is amazing. I mean, I just love like Trigger animation in general, like that specific team's animation, because I know they have like some other shows where like they use a different animation team sometimes, but like specifically the animation team that they use for like Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill. I'm pretty sure Gurren Lagann is a shonen, which like considering I'm literally the person who's like I love magical girl anime, like I feel like it would have been expected that a magical girl anime or maybe like a romance anime would have been my favorite, but no, I really like this like one mecha shonen anime with a lot of action and you know.
How would you describe your personal fashion style, and do you have any favorite clothing items or accessories?
The way I would describe my fashion style is a little bit all over the place. Because I really like Fairy K and I feel like I really like going in that direction. But I also just really like Harajuku fashion styles in general. Like there's a lot of different subgenres of Harajuku fashion that I feel myself gravitating towards. Like not only for like art inspiration, but also just like for me dressing myself. But yeah, I guess like just Fairy K and like Harajuku fashion inspired is definitely like the most specific way to put it. But honestly, it all kind of just like my fashion style kind of just boils down to like what I think is cute.
What's your go-to drink or comfort food when drawing?
A very easy one. we've already kind of been over this. But especially during like the colder months, because I'm very much like a hot drink person. Like besides like ice water, I like to indulge in the hot drinks, like hot chocolate and stuff.
Ooh.
And then for a little treat to go with my tea or my hot chocolate, I usually always pick a dessert or some kind of pastry. If I have some like pumpkin bread, or if I have like a little croissant,
Ooh,
or
Yeah.
you
little
know,
baked good.
a little baked
Mhm.
good.
Which one of your OCs did you have the most fun creating?
Calliope.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cantaloupe.
Big fan.
So as soon as the fairy official race came out from the Wild Beyond the Witchlight book, like as soon as I found out there was an official fairy race, I lost my marbles. And then I went to go look at the description, because you know how like in D&D there's like little descriptions of what certain races can look like
Yeah.
and like features that they can have and stuff like that. So I like looked through all of that stuff for the fairy race, and they, let me tell you, they gave me so much. And I pressed the all button. Like it was like, "Oh, you can pick this or you can pick this." And I was like, "Yes,
Both.
everything." So I literally like picked the most features that I could find, along with like whatever crazy ideas I had for this little creature. And I just absolutely went off the rails. Like, she is probably my most chaotic character design. And I love her so much. Like, she has a little horn. She has, like, and she has multicolored
Wait.
hair, undertone pink, a little unicorn horn, flower pupils. She smells like brownies. But yeah, I very much just like, I don't know what happened to me. I like blacked out and then came to, and all of a sudden she existed. Like I had like a spiritual moment as soon as I saw the description for a fairy, and I was like, "Oh, so we're doing all of it." And then she came to be,
And we
and I
love
love
her
her so
so
much, and she is so crazy.
I adore her. Peachy. Is there a game you're looking forward to playing with everyone?
No.
End the video.
Yes, actually. I cannot stop thinking about playing Mario Party with all of you guys.
Oh,
I think that
Yes,
is going to
we
be,
heard that Cyrus hasn't played it ever.
yeah.
Like, you don't know what goes on?
He
No.
barely even knew what it was about when I asked him.
What?
I've
you don't know
never.
the
That's
highs
so
and lows
crazy
of
to me.
Mario Party.
No, I don't.
No.
I had no idea.
We're about to drag you into a brave new world.
Friendship test. Woo!
Literally. I hope you guys enjoy getting to know a little bit more about me. If you're here from my Instagram account, I hope it helped you to learn a little bit more about me. So hopefully this helps. If you related to any of the things that I said or that I liked, let me know. Also in the background, you can see most of the progress of my part of our group drawing, which is very fun. We are 50% of the way of getting all the subjects done, but then we also need to do the background.
We don't talk about that.
So there's still a little bit there's still a little bit more to go.
Mhm.
But yeah, every member will have their part of the group drawing in the back of their interview. So make sure you watch all the interviews so you can see all the little parts, seeing all of our Cafe Etoile sonas in our styles.
Yeah.
And you will definitely be seeing more group drawings from us, more art of our sonas.
Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to check out the links to the Cafe Etoile and everyone else's socials in the description below. And feel free to join our Discord server while you're at it. Thanks again, and come back soon.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't pretend to care. I'm trying.